anyway, that's Grim Dawn. This is part of Exile. And like I was saying, if you know someone who isn't really a fan of that genre, I'll just suggest to them, give this a try. Give this game a go. Because it is in that genre. It is, totally. But it's a very, it's a very good game. And it's free. All it requires is you download a few things, you set up an account. It doesn't require you to pay or even enter in credit card details or anything. I know some free trials require you to enter in that kind of stuff. It's not for video games, but, just making that point nonetheless. I highly recommend it. If you know someone not a fan of this genre or what, just can't get into it, seriously, suggest them this game. It's a very good one. I'm just always surprised. Anyway, I think I was making another point a moment ago, and I'm not sure how well I expressed it. I'm always surprised with how well this game is. I've played Diablo 3 recently. I played other games in the similar genre to this before, but that was so long ago I can't compare them. But I played Diablo 3 and I played Grim Dawn those two more recently, and this is a free game, but it's on par, if not better than them. I'm certainly having more fun with this than I had with Diablo 3. And I'm still having more fun with this than I had with Grim Dawn, but Grim Dawn I think I had more fun with than Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was quite painful. I just couldn't really get into it. And I know it may seem weird that I'm hoping for more content of that game if I could get into it, but I'm still interested in the story. I kind of like the character banter. I couldn't get into the gameplay, but I like that aspect of it. We might just get a Diablo 4. They mightn't do any more. Apparently they were going to do an expansion of the game, but I didn't like it or something, so they just released the content for free, but with no campaign story. It was just extra adventure mode stuff, so it's of no interest to me. But yeah, basically I just want to see the story continued, and if I have to suffer through the gameplay, I will, because I want to see the story. But anyway, yeah, basically I'm always surprised to see at how good this game is, considering it's free. Since it's just probably me for you, but since it's free, I have a low expectation of it, basically. And so I'm always impressed at how good it is compared to stuff you have to pay for. Because when to me at least, when you have to pay for something, you would expect it to be, of a certain standard. And in some cases, it's fallen behind the free thing. So, yeah, sorry, I'm being a little scatterbrained here. My mind is all over the place. But, yes, basically I'm a big fanboy of this game. Big fanboy.
It has been a little over a week since the Black Storm. My husband has not returned, and sickness now sweeps through our village. Many have died, and those who have lived have changed. These were folk we once called neighbor and friend. Now they limp and stagger through the night, their deformities as grotesque as the madness in their eyes.
She mentioned deformities. These skeletal remains, they look pretty fine. They don't look mutated or altered. They don't look wrong. As far as necromancy can go. So these couldn't be the beasties she's talking about, unless those mutations were solely flesh and cartilage, and had no bone in them. So, if that was the case, then these could be the beasties she was talking about. But I don't know. This is interesting. Okay, basically, it has substantially higher armor. It has way higher armor. Gives extra health, bit of extra life, some stun and block recovery, and reduces attribute requirements. Presumably just on it itself. While this gives extra life, less than that does. Cold and lightning resistance, and a bit extra to armor, but this still gives a lot more. I can nuke that and boost it up higher. I have to get rid of all the effects off it, and then I can put extra armor on it. But I think I might just go with this, The one thing though is the whole slot issue. If I would go with that, I would be down 2 red slots. So I'll have to look into fixing that up. These boots are better. Still, if I put them on, I will be missing a singular red slot. If I was to put on this belt, I would get a little bit of extra life, so 2 extra energy shield. I'll lose a bit of armor. Regrettably, it's not superior to what I currently have. I do like these boots though. So I have some upgrades, but they need a little polishing first. Okay, if memory serves, there was another thing over this way. There's a mill over yonder. Christ, a ton of skeletal farmers. Where are you? Of course, this is randomized, so which is the one issue I suppose you could have with the game. It is randomized somewhat, so you do have to wander around to actually try and find things. But that can give for me, I just kind of want to get to where I'm going. I don't have to find random enemies. So at least the wandering around, while it does annoy me, it does encourage me to actually kill enemies and get the XP I need to keep leveling. Like I said, the genre really doesn't do it for me, but it is a very good game despite that. I can seriously appreciate it, despite the fact, you know, it's not for me. Like, you know. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's the way out. Triton's aspirant. Alright. What's this? Ah, this was the building I was looking for. And this is just me, or is there more of these Titans around here now? Because I don't remember this many. There's Bravalo. Ow! There's a cunt with a hammer. Yeah, eat shit, you dickwipe. I'll go and have a look at that in a second. Again, seeing some mob infighting would be nice in this game. I don't remember if Grim Dawn had that. I'm kind of almost want to say it did, but I don't remember well enough. If it did or not. But yeah, mob infighting is something I'm a big fan of. Just because it makes sense from a story aspect. You know, if a faction doesn't like another faction, it makes sense for them to brawl if they saw each other. There was actually some degree of mob infighting. You would have guards of the settlement and NPCs NPC guards, and you would have NPCs trying to, say, rush at the settlement. The guards would fend them off. And in Grim Dawn you also had packs at one stage. When you're in the Blood Forest, I think it was called, the Blood Marsh, you would have various factions brawling, and with each other and against the overall enemy. And yeah, so Grim Dawn did have one advantage, one thing over this. It had mob infighting. So I'll give Grim Dawn that. I'm not condemning Grim Dawn as a terrible game. I enjoyed my time with it. I just prefer this game. But this game can take one lesson from Grim Dawn: mob infighting. I like it. Though, let's say saying that there wasn't too much mob infighting in the game. Didn't make sense from a story aspect.
The moon was full the night of the Black Storm. It is full again. They have come for me. They have come for my daughters. Bravalo called out while the others skulked and muttered in the darkness. Corin went to them, arms open, welcoming. The nightmares told her to. My uncle tried to stop her. Bravalo crushed his skull with his smith's hammer. I barred the doors and windows, but they screamed like monkeys and beat themselves bloody trying to get in. I had no choice. I took my 2 youngest and fled through the cellar, following the tunnel to the mill. All we can do is hide and hope. God help us.
They became the apes? Huh. Oh, fuck. Well, Bravalo became a skeleton. So I guess all the farmers around here were the enemies trying to bother her. But it's just they don't show any sign of the mutation. Maybe that's they were just a reuse of character model issue kind of thing, you know? Maybe that's it. Would make sense. Would make sense.
3 Lunari gone now since it all began. Perhaps I am the only one who still looks upon Lunaris, who remembers her name. Soon, I will be gone, and the moon will go on alone. My husband has returned, and he hunts for me. My dead husband hunts me. Corin, too, and my uncle. Corpses rise and walk and feed. My girls. They walk now, and feed. God has forsaken us. Lunaris is my witness. Tonight, I return to my family.
Yeah. Like I said, I do like the voice acting in this game. I don't really tend to comment too much on it because I feel I'm not I worry I wouldn't be a good critic. I worry I would have the wrong opinion. But I do like the stuff there. I have to say, I really do like it. No interest in Ray Spectre, or that's a basic one. I already have a better one. So, like, I've got most of the weakness that's built into it worked out. Fucking aspirants. Go aspire somewhere else. I'll teach them to expire. Okay, beat you up. Shit. Well, that's nice. Oh, wished. Wished. We can just keep moving. Should be a burly guy around here somewhere. There we go. Caliph Headstaver. Okay, we'll dominate you. Actually, we can't. He's a named one. Can't dominate him. Reign of Chaos. Grants us a Chaos Orb. Fire-filled fire-filled the sky that night. Chaos reigned. Where the shards fell, all was destroyed. Josin Kasich, retelling an urban legend of the Cataclysm. If I'm going two-handed, I'm going two-handed mace. I can't go two-handed anything else because it's not fitting with my spec. I would have to rejig it if I was to do that. Huh, they have a tent there. Sorry, that's a new addition. Didn't remember that before. Then again, it's such a minor detail, it's perfectly possible that I just forgot. Kinda like I just have a Titan there just rolling over people. Also, that was a bit of a missed opportunity. Like, we could have had the Titans rolling over people. Then again, maybe the stone golem we can get is that. It bears a different name. Also, the map here, one critique you have for it is, like, you see this and you expect a much bigger river, and it's just a trickle. You know, it does exaggerate a little. Which is a bit annoying.
The lair of a toy maker, with pretensions of godhood.
Okay, that is funny considering what's going to be happening in the expansion. There's actually already been a couple expansions to this game so far. The 4th act was an expansion. Wasn't in the game originally. That map thing I was mentioning wasn't in the game originally. No, it's just stuff that should be acknowledged, you know. Like there has already been expansions to the game. Not all of them have been as gigantic as this one coming up. It's the biggest of them all. Oh Christ! Where did you come from? I didn't even know there was a giant spider guy in here. Ancient gauntlets. We'll grab them.
No beast of burden.
Oh, shove it up your arse. Get rid of that. Oh, misclick. Meh. It's inferior in terms of armor, but I could make it better. I could make it better than what I currently have if I added some stuff to it.
Inquisitor. If you attempt to transmogrify a virtue gem without the proper mental preparation, you will be a puppet master working strings made of vipers. Remember, these gems are phantasms in crystalline form, alive, with volitions inscrutable. Master conscious dreaming, as I instructed you. Your death would mean little to me, Malagaro. It's what your demise could unleash that concerns me. Malachi.
I do kind of like Malachi's like, look, I don't give a fuck if you die. I worry what will happen when you do. Malachi is a cunt, but yeah, I kind of have to like that little line. Like, I really do. Like, I really have to like that line. Like, seriously, mad props to the writers there. I have to really like that one. Let's get rid of the Necromancer. Thank you. Well, plus 11 to all attributes. Take that. We can make it nice. I have a thing that upgrades into not into legendaries, into rares and whatnot. Steadfast sutured aberration. Nice. There's a barbed club there. It's a one-handed mace. Not interested in switching to that. I'm switching to anything. It'll be a two-handed mace. Again, it has to have certain gem slots. It has to have certain stuff. Things have to be linked. It's gonna be a bit of a pain. I do believe I will have to... Oh Christ. I'm just thinking about what I would have to do to actually get what I want on stuff. And I would have to strictly gamble. Or I would have to pay a lot of... yeah, you know, pay a lot of stuff to a guy. And in either case, I'm going to have to pay a lot. Well beyond what I have and what I'm willing to grind for. So, I might be sticking with board and sword for a while longer. To my eternal dismay. Well, I could switch a bit sooner if I changed my stuff. You know, drop some extra gems so I can make extra room, that kind of thing. But I really do like what I have. Christ. Just beat them up, beat them up. Thank you. Okay, we found the stairs down. But I'm thinking I might beat around here for a bit. Purely because I can... You know, I could probably get another level out of it. Well, I probably couldn't get another level out of it. But I could, you know, get an extra little bit towards another level. Also, Fright Claw. Oh...